Jim giving us an update on what he didn't want YouTube to see. Oh.
So that whether it's a box van, an RV, or anything that they have the frame, there's a piece of wood in between the frame of the box or the bed,
Yeah.
to the frame of the vehicle.
Okay.
So this is only actually attached. The box is attached by these U-bolts. It is welded. There is a bracket down there, but that is the only bracket.
It's the only bracket.
These.
The safest place in the house is where my workbench is.
Yes. So these over time get loose because this wood over time will start rotting and collapsing. And a lot of times, since there's forklifts that go into these things, usually at the end, this will happen. So your best fix is you can either tighten these and get more, or weld a bracket right here and bolt it to the frame, so then you don't have to worry about the wood basically rotting even more, because as you can see, it is collapsed.
Yeah.
Right here in the center. So
you can see that. And that's why that U-bolt is loose.
that's why this one's really loose. And most of them are.
That's happiness. And it makes sense because it's constantly getting sprayed with water.
And then the whole undercarriage inside here,
That's all right.
this U channel here.
We can fill that with, can't we fill this with something?
No,
No?
it'll just break apart. It'll just break
I'm just
apart.
saying where it's deep like that, some sort of a metal
No,
shank or
it
something.
won't adhere.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking about like a piece of metal or something?
And putting it in the channel
In
and
the
then
channel.
putting the bracket over the channel.
Yeah, you could do that. But like I said, over time that wood is just gonna, that piece of metal is not thick enough. Once that wood rots out, it'll actually start crushing that flat bar
Okay.
because of the weight of the truck.
Okay.
Box.
So so eventually that's got to get replaced?
Not if you weld the brackets on
This side is fine in comparison to the other one.
it. Yeah, in comparison, this one's all right. You gotta get
I got to get new mud flaps on both sides.
mud flaps. I think a bear got hit on the other end. But anyway, and then you got to spray underneath here this board with this black.
Well, I've also got to spray that rust remover.
Yep, for the screw heads, and then.
Well, all of these beams are all covered in rust.
Right, but you got to clear out this J channel here
Okay.
because it's just filled with dirt, and that dirt will that moisture will just sit there and rust this out. So you want to clear all that out
That's exciting.
and then spray it down, and then you can do one of two things. You can either fill this with putty or spray it with the rubberized coating.
Okay.
That way there's not this J channel. Or
And
drill holes.
basically filling the channel.
Right. Or drill holes so that dirt and debris and water will drain out of it.
Okay.
It won't. What am I trying to say? Words. Gotta find a word. It won't impede the integrity of it
Okay.
or hurt the integrity.
All right. And what were you going to show me inside? 420, 421.
So here's where you want the window.
Okay.
So I've already looked at it. You can easily have your sink here, right here, because your tub only comes out to about here. You can have your half moon sink or whatever here.
Okay.
I'll do remeasurements, and then you can have the cabinet for the inside of the garage built here. That
Well,
will
why
give
am I
you a
gonna put-
countertop.
But if I put the sink here, right? Right next to the window?
Well, right next to it, you have a countertop
Okay.
to set anything you want. If you're,
Okay.
getting ready or something like that, you have your stuff here, your medicine cabinet here, or your vanity mirror, whatever.
Okay. And then the toilet over here.
The toilet would be over here, either facing this way or this way. It might even be able to face this way. But your toilet would be here.
And what's the advantage of putting the toilet over there?
Well, the only advantage I see is that you have now your sink. You now have countertop space. Instead of having your sink over here with no countertop space.
I dig it. I dig it. That's a great innovation. That's great, man.
So, and then you'll still have
That's
your...
a point for Jim's Corner if anybody's keeping score for innovation.
And then you can have a cabinet here either on the inside of the bathroom or actually both, because I can build a half wall and you can have cabinet space from the garage and also cabinet space here in the bathroom.
Okay.
And it'd be up to this, up to the ceiling.
Okay.
And since the toilet is right here, right in the middle, you could probably hook it up to where it drains out the back for your black tank. Just hook it up and drain it.
And what I also like for my black tank is some sort of projectile tubing for tailgaters. That's totally
Well,
illegal.
if you go right in the
You
middle.
can't do that.
Go right in the middle. You'd have to buy another pump or something.
Right. I don't know. Maybe we weaponize this thing.
I could build a couple of boxes in the back where you flip a switch while you're driving and it'll drop cattle prods.
Nice. Oh, and put those spikes in the
Yep.
wheel wells.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, man.
Be a Mad Max vehicle.
It'll be great. I'll have little clones of me hanging from those pole vaults. Just.
Put a nice big old bull bar in the front.
I'll have to-
spikes coming
yeah.
out of the front.
It'll be great, man. And then obviously take the brakes off of it, and then just 100 miles an hour.
Yep, there you go. Can't forget the automatic, weapons either. So I think with the
Put the
tub and
window
the
here,
sink-
you say?
Yeah, even if because the way the sink would be, I could still build it into that counter to where you still have counter space. So you still have counter space to set anything while you're getting ready for whatever, instead of having the sink over here, leaning over, or putting everything in the... Worrying about opening and closing that vanity mirror.
All right.
And since we're in here, did you find out the depth of
No, I
the
wasn't
kayak?
working. I wasn't working on
Okay.
that.
All right.
All right, cool.